All right, welcome, people, to my channel. If you're watching on YouTube, welcome. If you're watching on Facebook, go ahead and like, share, and comment this video. And y'all, I'm excited. Noah Gotzi here, Coach Noah. For most of y'all that know me, I'm from our community, and I'm going to be showing you guys today an orientation on how to get started with day trading with our team. All right, so I'm gonna walk you guys through the setup process and all that good stuff, and then we'll open up for any questions, any comments towards the end. All right. So I'm excited, y'all. I'm excited about this because we have a new opportunity for people to be able to join us for free, right? You're not going to have to pay a dime. All you have to do is just deposit to your broker account, and then you can be added into our VIP community. All right. So I'm excited about this. First thing, I just want to open us up in prayer for anybody that's watching and for our team. Okay, so Heavenly Father, I thank you for another day. I thank you for this opportunity. I thank you for the people that are going to watch this video. Anybody that comes across this video, I pray that you just bless them in a major way. Send them abundance, peace, joy, prosperity, all these good things that you promised us, Lord. I just pray for perfect health over everyone and pray that you just restore them back to perfect, a perfect state, better than what they were before. Anybody that comes across this, I pray for them. If they are dealing with a loss in the family, pray that you just be with them, Father, in this time. Lord, I pray for anybody that may be dealing with anxiety or depression. Pray that you just send a company spirit over them, allow them to know that they are not alone and that it will get better. Heavenly Father, I thank you for my family. I thank you for clothes on my back, shoes on my feet, shelter over my head. Lord, I thank you for this opportunity. I have Wi-Fi. I have this platform to be able to share and connect with people. I'm just so very grateful, Father. In your name I pray. Amen. All right. So, y'all, like I said, I'm excited about this. And before we get into it, right, there's some things that we need to talk about first. Okay. Some things we need to talk about first before we get into it, just some mindset stuff and just getting us on the right track. All right. So how to start day trading. Number one, you have to get intentional, right? You got to get intentional about this. It can't be something that you're just jumping into and you don't really have a direction. You don't really have a goal or anything, right? So before you get into this, set the intention. All right. Set the intention. What are you trying to do with the money that you get from trading? Okay. Where are you trying to go? What are you trying to spend it on? Right? What type of things do you want to do with the money? What's the end goal, right? That's basically what I'm trying to say. Set the intention, right? You just don't want to get into trading and just be like, oh, I want to make a lot of money, and you just going in circles, right? That's the only thing that's going to happen when you don't set the intention first, right? If you don't set the goal first, you will just continue to go through the same scenario over and over again. All right. So yeah, take time. This may take you a while, right? It may take you 24 hours to figure out what's your intention, especially if you're somebody that's never asked yourself that question, right? What do I want? What do I want to do with the money that I get from trading? You're going to take some time, right? So take some time, meditate on it, pray about it, on what you want to see. Okay. Number two, you're going to take some time, right? So take some time, meditate on it, pray about it, on what you. All right, so my fault, y'all. I just want to make sure we were live. Looks like my camera is a little bit dark, but it's all good. All right, but yeah, you want to set the intention. Number two is creating your demo and live account. All right, so I'm going to walk you guys through on how to do that really quick. Okay, so you should see the link in the description. All right, the link is going to bring, once you register, it's going to bring you to your back office. It's going to look like this here. Okay, after you register, then you want to log in. Okay, it's going to look like this here. First thing we're going to do is create our demo account. Okay, so you come here, create a demo account, and this is going to be an account that you practice on. All right, click demo, create demo. Go here, choose your nomination, USD, leverage. You can choose really any leverage that you want for your demo account, but we're just going to choose 500, and the amount has to be over 1,000, right? So 1,000, create account, and then it's going to Once you choose create account, it's going to send you an email, right? It's going to send you an email with your login information and your password. Okay, so go ahead and log into that, and yeah, then you can get into your demo account. Same thing for the live account. Okay, and then your live account will pop up here. Now you have your demo and your live account created. Okay, next thing you want to do is click fund on your live account, and then choose how you want to fund your account. Bitcoin is probably going to be the easiest. You're going to select your trading account, the account that you created. Okay, USD, and then enter the amount. Now, to get inside the VIP group, you're going to need at least 100 to and above, right? 100 and above to get into the VIP group. So you want to buy at least 110 in Bitcoin so that you can cover the fees. Okay, because they're going to be probably like $4 or $5 in fees. So you want to make sure you have enough, and then click proceed. And you'll have 24 hours to send it to that Bitcoin address. All right, so you want to make sure that you buy your Bitcoin first, and then go ahead and press proceed, and then send to that address, right? Just copy and paste and send the Bitcoin to your address, or to the address that they give you. Okay, so it's going to take about no longer than an hour for it to show up in your account. Okay, so to log into the trading terminal, you'll come over here on the left-hand side, trading terminal. We're going to click right here, live, right? Or if you're trading on your demo, you'll click this demo, and the platform will look like this here. So once you're logged in, this will pop up. Let's give it a second. Okay, so everything should load. All right, I think it's taking a while because I'm on stream, but yeah, this is the platform that we're going to be placing the trades. All right, once this pops up, this is where your buy and sell will be. Your currencies will be found here. You can just click on this eyeglass, type in the currency that you want to add. All right, we usually trade gold. We've been trading a little CAD, JPY, British pound, USD, JPY, right? For our smaller accounts, we're going to be trading the regular pairs. For accounts that are a little bit bigger, we will be trading gold on. Okay, so you can find all the indice pairs here, FX indices, okay, cryptos, all that stuff will be found there. All right, so I'm not really sure why this is taking a while loading, but this is the buy or sell, right? So in the Telegram group, once you fund your account, then you'll be added to the Telegram group. All right. Camera's still looking a little dark, but it's all good. All right, not really sure why this is taking a while. It's all good, right? So yeah, this will usually load. I think it's taking a while to load up because I'm streaming right now, but it's all good. All right, so we'll move right along. All right, this is the platform that you will be trading on. So once you get here, you're pretty much ready to go for Sunday. You also want to make sure that you get TradingView. Okay, this is where we're going to be drawing up our analysis to where we can execute trades. All right, and this is probably the most important thing for you to learn how to draw up your own analysis. Yes, we're going to have signals. Yes, you'll have people that you can copy and indicators and all that stuff that will help you buy and sell, right? Give you an edge on the market. But you want to learn the skill, because when all that stuff's stripped away, you need to have something to fall back on, right? And also, nobody can take this from you once you learn the skill. Okay, very, very key. This is going to empower you. So I'll be showing you guys how I draw up on my chart and how I make my analysis Tuesday through Thursday, 8 a.m. Eastern time. And then we also have a trade and chill that we do at 6 p.m. Eastern time. Right? So yeah, make sure you get TradingView. And then I'll show you guys, I will do a training on this before we use TradingView as well, Tuesday at 8 a.m. Eastern time. All right, so now let's get into, all right, so deposit. Once you deposit that $100, you can message support also for the bonus. Number 4, you're going to join the Telegram group and then follow the signals and the live trading there Monday through Friday. Okay, so now let's get into some mindset things, right? Here we go. All right, so it's going to be 95.5. This is what my mentor told me a while ago. And 95.5, right? 95% mindset, 5% how to. 95% mindset, 5% how to. All right, so it's going to be 95% of how you think, the way that you are approaching the markets, the energy that you have, that type of thing. All right, and then 5% your strategy, right? Actually placing the trades. Okay, so if it's 95.5, 95% of your mindset, that means that 95% of your focus should go in the way that you are thinking, right? If I would have got this before I started trading, who knows where I'd be at right now, right? But when I first started, my 95% focus was going into actually the strategy, right? And how am I going to win? How am I going to go about winning trades? And that's the opposite of what you want to do, right? You want to put your focus in the way that you are thinking, right? Your mindset, because that's going to determine your results, right? So number 1, like I said, make your expectations realistic. If you're starting with $100, don't expect to make $10,000 your first week, or to be having $1,000 days right off the bat. Okay, it's just not realistic. So set a realistic goal for yourself. If you're starting with $100 per day, then 1 to 3% per day is cool, right? Yeah, maybe $1 to $3, but you got to think of it like this: your bank is only going to give you 1 to 2% annually, right, for the whole year. If you're able to do 1 to 3% per day, right, for the 20 trading weeks that we have, that's going to be what? Let me do the math, right? If you're doing 1 to 3%, 20 trading weeks. Okay, let's just say you're doing 1% per day. Okay, five trading days. All right, so that's 5 in a week times 20. That's 100% at the end of the year, right? You've got 100% profit. And good traders usually aim for about 20 to 30% per year. All right. So it all really comes down to just winning more than we lose, because we're going to lose some trades. We're going to have some weeks where we're in drawdown. You're going to have some trades that are in drawdown, right? But it's all just about winning more than we lose. When we get to the end of the year, we want to be able to say that we won more trades than we lost, and now we're profitable. Okay, as long as we're above 50% win rate, right? If we're taking 10 trades and we're winning 6 out of those 10, we're profitable. Okay, so we're just trying to win more than we lose. Number 2, it will be a process, right? There's going to be a process to this. You're not just going to jump in and become a millionaire in the first week. There's a process that you have to go through, right? Learning the skill, getting your mindset down. Okay, your energy has to be right. And all that stuff right in between. You're just not going to skip from step 1 to step 10. Okay, so understand it's a process. Number 3, it's not personal. The market does not know you. Okay, it's not personal. It's not out to just get you your single account, right? It's not out to get your little $100 out of the trillions that is trading through the market every day. Right? The market doesn't know you. You're not that important. So understand that it's not coming after your account personally. Everybody experiences losses. Everybody will experience wins. Okay. It just, sometimes it may seem like that because your mindset's off, right? Your energy is off. And if you keep stepping into the market with your mindset off, your energy's off, you're not using discipline, you're greedy, you're just gambling with your money, you're chasing trades, revenge trading, you're going to blow your account all the time, and it's going to seem like the market is after you. Okay. So number 4, you need to acquire knowledge of the market. The more you learn, the more you earn. All right. Repetition is the mother of skill. So the more you do this, the more that you go through your mindset, these mindset tips, the more that you go through your strategy and you draw up on TradingView over and over and over again, the better you're going to get. All right. Just like with anything that you do. Right. I like to compare Forex to sports a lot because it correlates in a lot of different ways. But one way that it really correlates is that the only way to get good at a sport, right? Let's say you're playing basketball. The only way to get good at basketball and to get your skills right is for you to practice, right? In the off season over and over and over again. Get up 500 to 1,000 shots in the gym, coming before practice, staying after practice. That's the only way that you're going to get better. All right. So Forex is the same way. If you're not spending the weekend studying up on other successful traders, reading trading books, um, other strategies, right? Success from a successful traders. If you're not doing that daily, there's no way that you can become a good trader. All right. So number 5, begin with a small investment. Okay. Don't try to break your bank. Don't try to put in your whole life savings into this and end up blowing your account. All right. You can begin small. Start with $50 to $100. Once you double that, okay, now you can up your deposit. All right. But start small. I see this a lot of the times. Traders try to throw in thousands of dollars, all the money that they have or the last of their money, and then blow it all. And now they're in a worse position than when they started. All right, just don't do it. It's okay. Begin small. Who cares what anybody thinks, right? If you're posting $3, $5 profit days, who cares what anybody thinks, right? You're in a process. You're in a growing journey, and that's just where you had to start, right? Everybody had to start from somewhere. Okay, so start with a small investment, double that, right? Get used to doubling that account. Maybe do that a few times, and then when you get good at that, right, then move up your deposit. I've learned that if you can put in, like, let's say you start with $50, if you can put in $50 and double that to 100, then you can do the same thing with $5,000 and take it to 10,000. All right, it's the same process. All right, number 6, stick to the strategy. It's pretty self-explanatory. Once I show you guys the strategy that I use, and I'll be showing you all my strategy Tuesdays through Thursday, 8 a.m. Eastern time. All right, I'll be going over how to draw up analysis and the strategy that I use. And then you just want to stay disciplined, right? Stay disciplined to your strategy. Number 7, maintain proper risk management. This is a big one. Maintaining proper risk management. This basically means if you're starting with a small amount, like $100, you shouldn't be taking 0.05 or 0.1, 0.2 lot size trades. That's very, very risky. All right. I've seen people do it and end up winning, right? Winning big, but it doesn't happen for everybody like that. Because the first time that you try to do it with your little $100 account, you try to do like a 0.1 lot size, it's going to wipe out your account. Okay. Yes, you may get lucky a few times, but eventually, if you're not following proper risk management, you're going to end up blowing your account. Also, stop loss, stop loss, stop loss. I can't say that enough. When I first came into the game, I didn't use a stop loss, and I just thought I was just the baddest thing out, the best trader, right? And I thought I didn't have to use stop losses, and I just kept blowing account after blowing account. Okay. So you want to control that risk, control your loss, control your wins, and make sure you always use that stop loss, set your take profit, and then you can just walk away from your laptop, right? Walk away from put your phone down. Once you put that stop loss and you have that take profit set, you don't have to sit there and watch the market, watch your phone and keep checking to see if your trade is good, right? It can only go two ways. It's either going to go your way, the analysis that you drew up. It's either going to hit your take profit or it's going to go the opposite way, right? But you want to make sure you have that stop loss, because if it does go the opposite way, you don't want it to blow your whole account off of one trade, all right? Or end up in unnecessary drawdown. Number 8, wake up early, okay? I know this is hard for some of us to wake up early because we have a job, maybe early in the morning. But if you have a job, you're just going to wake up earlier, right? I try to wake up early, start my routine, and we'll go through that routine Tuesday morning, right? I'll show you guys the routine that I go through. And if you want to screenshot this, okay, this is the millionaire routine that I picked up. All right. Number 9, trust your analysis. Trust your analysis. When we draw up, you make sure you trust it, and then you just use everything else, right, in the Telegram group as confirmation. So draw up your analysis first. If there's a signal that matches up with your analysis, then you know, okay, this is a confirmation. This may be a good trade. And number 10, this is the golden rule. Do not get greedy. Do not get greedy. This is the most dangerous thing with trading, greed, because you're going to notice when you do have those winning days, it's so easy, right? We're just opening up our laptop, pressing buttons, and printing money out of thin air, right? So it's very easy to get into this greedy mode where you're just like, I want more and more and more and more, right? It's never going to be enough. When you have $1,000 day, now you're trying to get a $5,000 day. When you have a $5,000 day, now you're trying to get a $10,000 day, right? And so on and so on. And it's never going to be enough to satisfy you, right? The greed is going to set in eventually. So to battle that greed, right, you have to set a goal, set a target that you're trying to reach every single day, every single month, every single year, so that that greed doesn't set in where you're just trying to get more and more and more, ended up blowing your account every time. All right. So if you reach your goal for the day, let's say your goal is 5% for the day, you reach 5%, close your laptop, sit down your phone, and go outside, right? Touch earth, take your socks off, shoes off, put your feet in the ground and touch a tree. All right. You want to get into that discipline of, all right, I hit my goal for the day. Now I'm done. I don't need to do anymore. Right. We'll jump on tomorrow and we'll get another 5%. Right. So y'all, I want to jump on here, right? Gave you guys orientation. I showed you guys how to get set up, showed you how to make your deposit. You got the links. If you want to join our VIP community, go ahead and sign up for Hanko Trade. Even if you have an account already, go ahead and sign up for a new account. And then you can get inside of our VIP community, right? So y'all, I'm excited for y'all, excited for the people that are watching this. If you're on YouTube, welcome to my channel. Please like and subscribe, smash that share button, and share this with somebody that you care about. Also, make sure you hit that notification bell so that you don't miss out on any more valuable lives that I'm going to do, right? These little sessions. All right, so I'm gonna try to keep these sessions coming every single day. And yeah, y'all, we're gonna profit and grow together. Okay, so I love y'all. Nothing you can do about it. Coach Noah here. And I'm gonna see you guys at the top because that bottom is way too crowded. Let's go.